Okay, welcome to episode 3. It appears to be working. It seemed as though it froze the first time I loaded this level. It seems as though maybe you have to like unload it and reload it each time. This is supposed to be a sandbox level, so I guess this is just, they don't really have a campaign completely built yet, because they're probably still adding creatures and spells and things that you can build and what have you. I think what we'll do here is we'll start off and build the lair and the food place, whatever they call that again. I think I'll just let them finish this area. If you plot out, if I was to make another room over here, I think, whoops, that would actually distract them from finishing off that room that over there that I want them to finish. But I do think I need to. I think there's a thing right there that I need to claim, and they're almost done there. Okay, so we'll click that, and let's see.
Lair unlocked. Slaughter pen unlocked. Archive unlocked. Foundry unlocked.
Okay, so let's start with the lair. Or actually, let's just put a small layer right there. Let's go like, I believe it goes like that. I think I want to go like that in order to create a double 3x3 room. I think the layer, at least in Dungeon Keeper, it doesn't even matter how you configure it. Each square means that you could put, that a creature could move into that square. But I think if you go like, yeah, see, that's not big enough, but that is to give you 2. Although it looks like, let me see, I think if you go like this, oh, okay. So it doesn't have to be 6 by 3, it can just be 5 by 3. Then you've got chickens, okay? Let's go ahead and let's make this a little bit bigger. Okay, we've got that, which is the thing you need to spawn in creatures, but then you have to build the certain rooms. Oh, it looks like that might lead to one of those spawner things too. Thinking I want to go like this. Let's see where this leads to. Let's just do it like this for now. We'll create the 3 basic rooms that you use to, I didn't make it big enough though, did I? Darn it. Okay, we've got 2 of those now. Haven't seen any gold yet.
Has entered your dungeon.
And what is he called? A nonning? Didn't quite hear what he said, and it doesn't, whoops. It doesn't really seem to have a place where you can see where you're, like a stat list of your creatures. Okay, now I need to create the other kind of room so that we can spawn those other kind of creatures. I made those too big, didn't I? I made them 4 instead of 3. I think I did it right the first time, and then I went ahead and goofed it up. Okay, I believe if we click here, we can
Unlocked.
create some of these other rooms
Wooden
and defenses.
door unlocked.
The crypt.
Unlocked. Wooden bridge unlocked. Barracks unlocked. Torture chamber unlocked.
Torture chamber.
Chill unlocked.
The garrison.
Unlocked.
Okay. This really does seem to be a sandbox level where you can just do whatever you want to do, kind of thing. Hey B-Star, I see you there in the chat of Steam. I'm recording this new game in... Okay, let's see here. I'm going to go to this room, and we want to build one of these. If that other thing was any guide, then I should be able to just clear that out. I'm hoping. Okay, and then we can go 2, 3, 4. What if I go like... Yeah, okay. 2, 3, and we need to go like that. But
A cultist has entered your dungeon.
I do believe I could just put this right there. Not building this dungeon efficiently, but I'm still learning this game. It's similar to Dungeon Keeper 2, but it's not exactly the same. Okay. I think now I need to find some gold, don't I? I wonder if I just do like this, if I can eventually find something. Oh, that's the edge of the map, I guess, there. Maybe if I just go over this way and do the same thing. Can find the edges of the map and figure out if there's anything out here worth having. This is how I would have done it in Dungeon Keeper 2, at least. This game does seem to be a really, like, clone of Dungeon Master 2, which is awesome in a way for me. Especially if they're going to have, you know, eventually a campaign, I hope, for this. It seems as though this is just like a sandbox mode, like, you know, it really is in beta, and they're just letting you kind of goof around with it, and there'll be a campaign later when it's out of beta, I guess, is what they're saying. In Dungeon Master 2, there was a series of levels that you would go through, and, you know, there would be enemies that you had to conquer and tasks that you needed to achieve. Whereas in this, it seems like to be truly a sandbox thing where you just, you know, they give you unlimited gold and you just do whatever you want to do, kind of thing. I think. I don't know if I have unlimited gold though. I think this is my gold, 4,800.
Entered your dungeon.
Let's see if any of those digging areas led to anything. Hopefully they've dug. They dug all the way down here. They didn't seem to find anything though, except at the edge of the map. Oh, it goes around the corner though over there, doesn't it? Let's see if I can drop a few of these here and have them dig their way out of here. No, that's just... It looks like you could go past there, but you can't. That's the edge.
A gnarling has entered your dungeon. A cultist has entered your dungeon.
It appears that this level is just basically a sandbox, you know, where there's no real objective other than... Unless I'm going to find an objective at some point, like an enemy to fight. Yeah, you can't dig through that because that's like, oh, bedrock, I guess.
A chunder has entered your dungeon.
There doesn't seem to be any gold or any sort of objectives on the edges.
A cultist has entered your dungeon.
Huh. That kind of limits the fun if there's no, you know, sort of objective for you to find or fight. I don't know if maybe there's a way out that I just haven't found yet. Maybe if I dig all the way around the edges I can find if there is a way out. Might as well, huh? See what we can see.
A Chanda has entered your dungeon.
Oops.
Hey there everybody and
A
welcome to
cultist has entered your dungeon.
One problem I'm having with this game already is that when I scroll to the left over here, it scrolls off of the screen because I have dual monitors. Hopefully they're going to fix that in a future update, although I saw in the bug reports that I checked earlier that people had already complained about that, and they had already said that they weren't even going to fix that because... Oh wow, that's not the edge. Oh, I see. This is the edge. Yeah, let's dig all the way around the edge and make sure there's not some secret way out that I just didn't notice.
A
Okay.
cultist has entered your dungeon.
I'm getting lots of creatures in my dungeon. However, it doesn't appear that there's any sort of, like, you know, thing to do with them. Because you just dig to the edge, there's no gold, there's no enemies. There's just sandbox, which makes sense. It did say that this was a sandbox level, but the other two levels that I saw were also
Battle
supposed
has
to
entered
be
your dungeon.
sandbox levels. Okay. Well, I suppose we could try to build some of the other
Cultist has entered
types
your
of rooms.
dungeon.
See what kind of creatures they
A
bring
Chanda has
into
entered your dungeon.
the dungeon. Just do like this, build some new areas, and build some of these new rooms. I bought all the different rooms, so hopefully we can.
Skog has entered your dungeon.
A Skog. They really do need to, it seems like, have some kind of a, you know, a way to see what creatures you have in your dungeons, because assign to group 1, assign to group 2. I see. The archives study, okay. The gold room? We don't need a gold room, I don't think. The barracks room, maybe. That's where we could build more. I don't know, we'll find out what we could build with that. Once they claim this area for me. Suppose we could drop more of these in. Speed up the process a little bit, maybe. Figured out that much by now. If you create more of those imps, they can claim areas quicker. Of course, then they hit a bottleneck. You can only get one at a time right there. Once he claims that one, hopefully the other ones, yeah, automatically continue claiming. Okay, let's try building some of these other rooms. Like the barracks room. I'm gonna assume 3x3 is the standard room size. Barracks room, the crypt room. The prison. Makes sense, I remember that from, oh okay. I remember that from Dungeon Keeper for sure. Go ahead and create a few other rooms here, just so that we can create some of these other room types. We've got a prison there. Let's see, after the prison, the torture chamber. Okay, that's the same as Dungeon Keeper. It does seem like a pretty faithful quote-unquote off of Dungeon Keeper so far. But to me, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because if they add new campaigns and new levels, and I can play some new stuff without actually having to play Dungeon Keeper 3 again, or Dungeon Keeper 2, that will be fun. Okay, and then what's this? A bridge? A wooden bridge and a stone bridge. Let's see, is there anything else over here that I want to build? I built everything you can build. Okay. It does seem kind of limited. Hopefully they're continuing to expand on this. Now let's see what goes on. I don't know what he's doing in here. It's hard to know exactly what these rooms might be doing or anything. This one seems kind of weird. What was that one? The garrison room? The torture chamber is right there. Okay, that's obviously the torture chamber. I wonder, can I grab somebody and start torturing them, maybe? Let's see, let's grab this guy. Bring him over here and torture him, maybe? No. That kind of makes sense. Okay, the garrison room, you can't drop him in there. You drop him in the prison? No. You can only drop enemies, I'm sure, into the prisons. Can't drop him in there. Oh, wait. I was using the wrong button. Maybe that's why I couldn't drop him. Maybe I can drop him in the torture chamber. No. Can I drop him in the garrison room? Yeah, but what does that do? Oh, the garrison room probably just lets him sit there and guard. That's probably what that does. Is it's like a guard shack. Can I drop him in the prison? No, I can only drop him outside of the prison. Oh, yes, I can drop him in the prison. But I can't get him back out. That's not helpful. Okay, that's not very helpful. Grab this guy. Oops. Okay, we'll grab this guy, and can we drop him in here? What do they do in here, though? Kind of confusing. I guess this must be in like a really beta form right now, because it's really not too, clear to me what you're supposed to be doing. I guess we've built one of each room. There doesn't seem to be anything else you can do on this particular sandbox. So I guess I'm going to end this episode here. And in the next episode, we'll try another one of the sandbox worlds and see if it's got anything more to it than this. This may be... Maybe the other sandbox levels have more interesting stuff, and this is just a totally free-form sandbox area. I hope. I hope there's more to this game than this. And I'll see you in the next episode.